is number 15, A Quarter's Worth. This is Mr. Sparrowhawk, by the way, on page 8 of the Standard of Excellence Mallet book. And we're playing down, remember it's on the right hand side of your page, and not the snare drum part on the left side. And we're going to be talking a little bit about stickings and things. I'm going to generally leave things more open because there aren't a lot of stickings specified on this page. So when it's specified, or if it's specified, we will use it, but it looks like we get a little more freedom. So we'll talk about the kinds of choices that I find that work the best. Okay. Here's number 15, A Quarter's Worth. The band is just now getting introduced to quarter notes. Haha, lucky them. Starting on a D. Now just
1,
pick stickings.
2, ready, play.
Okay, so you can see the most important one was that last one, making sure to lead with the left so that we can move down to the left. All right, Hot Cross Buns, a classic band song. This one, again, I will just choose wise stickings as best I can. Let's give it a try. Number 16.
Number 16, Hot Cross Buns.
1, 2, ready, play.
We are on number 17, Au Clair de la Lune. This one moves around a good bit and has some interesting stuff happening. The good news is if you get through the first 4 measures, the last 4 measures looks nice and easy for you. It'll be very familiar, hopefully. But there are a lot of sticking choices you can be making here. None of them are always absolutely right or wrong, but some are more obvious than others, obviously. And I'll point out the obvious ones to make sure you're at least trying to cover those. Other ones, if you end up doing, any combination of our one stick per note kind of choices in sticking, or of alternating and trying to use your hands to lead, either of those generally works, but they still give you some choices in some areas. Okay, good to know. All right, number 17. Here we go.
1, 2, ready, play.
Okay. We have next number 18, Down by the Station. Lots of rests mixed up in here. Just make sure you're practicing counting, tracking the notes, developing that picture here. I'm not going to move around too much sticking. I'm going to keep it as simple as I can. So it won't be perfect natural sticking. It won't be perfect alternating. It'll be some sort of combination of everything.
1,
2, ready.
play. Number 18, Down by the Station.
Just going to start with my right.
1, 2, ready, play.
Okay, now that sticking wasn't perfect, wasn't the way I would necessarily teach a person to do it every time the first time, but it was one choice of what could be done. And there are some other reasons you might do other things. So, think about what works best for you. All right, number 19, Easy Street. We're adding in a new note. So far we have our B flat, our C, our D. Now we're adding in another flat note, which is E flat. It's rubbing on my music stand. E flat is right up here. We're going to aim for that same playing area that we have, sort of slightly off center towards the middle of the instrument, okay? And for this one, generally, since we've been assigning sticks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that, you know, keep the right, right, and then left may reach up to play this one. But you could do it the other way, okay? There's nothing wrong with doing it that way, too. There are some situations I may rather play this than this, okay? And I'm playing the same notes either way. So it just depends on what you're playing, which sticking you would choose, and maybe both work equally well. All right, so starting with number 19, Easy Street, and I'll try to choose wise stickings as needed. Here we go. Starting with an E flat.
1, 2, ready, play. Sticking one stick per note. Let's mix it up a little and see what 1,
happens. Easy
2,
Street.
ready, play.
So that way I alternated more often, and I chose stickings that would, particularly in quarter notes, would move me smoothly up and down the instrument. It's all a balancing act, what works the best for you. All right, country walk, same 4 notes, E flat down to B flat. And there are some skips in this one, so we're moving from B flat to D, we're moving from D to B flat, and then from B flat to E flat and back. So those are all good jumps and skips to be familiar with, because learning this scale pattern is kind of a good basis, but then learning the skips are the next thing. They sound cool too. Here we go, country walk.
Number 20, country walk.
1, 2, ready, play.
Next one introduces our 5th note, so that is an F. It's way over here. We can use our right hand to continue playing that and have our right hand sort of on the inside and outside of our scale. So here we go with number 20, 21, getting it together, starting with our new note F.
Getting it together.
1, 2, ready, play.
It's got a few little curveballs in there, the changed rhythm, the surprise rhythm at the end. Also, there's some things that I had worked out but at other times of playing this that allows for that smooth sticking that you're trying to go for. So just go back and take a look. I'll put the stickings, include them at the bottom of that one, because those are ones I've worked out. The last one, number 22, is going to take us through all 5 notes that we know, but it's going to do it in a way that allows you to start sort of alternating and doing bigger skips and moving around, but it repeats some notes too, so it makes it to where it makes it a little bit easier. Now, one thing that I notice at the end of this, for some reason they double up the right hand and then they put 3 lefts in a row for some reason. So I'm not going to play that version of it. But what I'll probably do is do, starting in the 3rd measure, the left on B flat, the right. I may go ahead and play the right and the F there, and then I'll do the left as written, but then I'm going to do a right and a left on the last 2 E flats, because it just makes more sense to go left, right than to go left, left and potentially get a bad playing area or something like that. This one has no recorded accompaniment, so I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to do 2 different speeds because it might help a little bit with learning it. So playing it slowly. 1, 2, ready, play. And then if you go a little faster, maybe about this fast. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so that is page 8 in our Standard of Excellence book. By the way, I'm not really leaning on this. I'm pretending to be casual and relaxed while I look way down into the camera. You don't want to lean on these things because it puts extra wear and tear on the ropes and stuff. You got to replace them. It's no fun. So hopefully you learned something. You learned a couple of new notes today. And then we're going to get back to it on page 9. So we'll see you on the next page. Bye.